on my lane, you all on my lane. You ain't overlooked, so get out the way. I gave you the book, I gave you the game. The boy gotta cook, the boy got a flame, Serving in the kitchen like you Nino. Plenty bitchin', whipping different flavors like a bistro. Kick it, dip it, flip it, keep it hunting like a C-note. Switch and keep it pimping every single place that he go. I got it. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Boy, you know the name, get up out the way. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Stay up out the kitchen if you ain't the one that's whipping, huh? Hey, yo, Lathan, man, cook them boys up something real quick, man.
What's going on, Bistro family here? Welcome back to my channel. Now today we got the most amazing taco soup. So the first thing I want to do is get you some 80-20 ground beef, and that's 1.5 pounds, followed by a large whole onion diced up, and you can dice that any way you want. Then we got the Taco Bell seasoning package, and we got the ranch seasoning package, and then we're using straight cans with this. So simple recipe. So we got 4 cans of black beans, and I'm using Great Value because I'm trying to get that deal right there. Then we got some Rotel, and it's just a mild original Rotel mix. Then we got some white corn. You can use any kind of corn, but I'm using a white corn here. Then we got some fire roasted diced tomatoes, and that's gonna help us out because we're gonna use some roasted chicken base as well. So go ahead and get your 80-20 ground beef into a pan and get that cooked completely. And just make sure you, while you're cooking it, you mincing it up because you don't want no big chunks of ground beef. You want this thing to look like taco meat when you're done. All right, once you get that all brown, you go ahead and add your onion to it and let that onion cook in that beef fat with that beef, and it's just flavoring the meat. And yeah, just work it in that way. And once that onion get done, you're gonna strain that oil out of there. I didn't show you that part, but make sure you strain that oil out of there. All right, then we're gonna start seasoning up our ground beef. We're using some Lowry salt, and that's garlic salt. You could use granulated garlic, but you're gonna need some salty notes in this dish. So I'm using some Lowry's garlic salt. Just taste as you go, because you know it might be too salty for you, it might not be salty enough for you. So, and this is going to complement our roasted tomatoes. So we're using some of that roasted chicken bouillon, and this is really incredible and give you a depth of flavor like no other. So that's kind of like my cheat code, especially for simple recipes. So go ahead and you're going to deglaze with the tomatoes and the tomato juice, because you're going to have a lot of little fun at the bottom of that pan from that ground beef. So go ahead in with your tomatoes and your Rotel mix, and like I said, just scrape everything off the bottom because that is that flavor. Then you're going to go in with your packages of taco seasoning and ranch seasoning. I did add a little more ranch seasoning to this at the end, so I used the pack and a half. So just FYI, you're going to see me add the extra other half in later in the video, but that's how you want that ground beef to look right there. Perfect. And then you can now start adding your black beans. Make sure you drain those and rinse those really well before adding them in. You don't want any of that black bean juice that's in that can with it. You just want the straight black beans, so make sure you just rinse those out. And one last thing we didn't show earlier in the video, we're using some beef broth in this video. I couldn't find unsalted. You know my deal is I like to use unsalted when I can, but they didn't have unsalted, so I just use regular beef base. And just taste as you go and make sure you're not making your dish too salty or you're seasoning it perfect. So yeah, just taste as you go. Once you get that beef base in there and that beef broth, you're gonna go ahead and mix everything up, and then go ahead and put the lid on there and bring it to a boil. We're gonna let this thing come to a boil, and then we're gonna simmer it for about an hour just to develop a lot of good flavor into this dish. All right, once the hour is up, go ahead and add your corn. And I went on ahead and added 2 cans of white corn. I know in the initial video you seen 1 can, but I went on ahead and added 2 cans because I just felt like I needed the 2 cans because this was a lot of soup here. All right, and then now you see I added the second half of the ranch seasoning package in there, and I'm thickening it up with a slurry because I want this thing to be kind of like a stew almost, and not a soup consistency. So if you like it loose, don't add cornstarch slurry in there, But if you like it like me, go ahead and add your little slurry. And it kind of look like taco chili at the end. But yeah, man, there you have it. The most simple recipe for taco soup. Like I said, 8-can soup recipe. I want to do something really simple for you guys, because a lot of people think, or they say, that some stuff be too complex, and I understand that. So I want to use ingredients that everybody have and everybody have access to make this video. And I just topped it with some sour cream, some Monterey Jack and cheddar, and some chili cheese Fritos. But yeah, man, there you have it. The most amazing 8-can taco soup. I think that's 8 cans. Don't beat me up if I miscounted. But yeah, we finishing it with a little parsley. You can add cilantro to this at the end. I didn't have any cilantro, so I'm finishing it with some parsley. And yeah, man, there you have it. The most incredible 8-can taco soup from the Bistro. Like I said, really simple recipe. I used a lot of great value stuff. So Walmart, if you out there, give me that endorsement deal, man. Holla at your boy. But yeah, man, thank you guys for checking this video out. Like, comment, share, subscribe. 8-can taco soup from the Bistro. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. But yeah, I catch you guys next week. 8-can taco soup from the Bistro. I'm out.